Good evening, here are tonight's top stories. Police arrest a suspect in the murder of a West Kanj man. A government-owned building in Sofia is destroyed by fire. Police investigate a river mishap leading to the disappearance of a Brazilian national. A PNCR member files a lawsuit for accountability and honorable. Amanza Walton Desser suspends her campaign, exiting the race for PNCR leader. In legal news, a man is sentenced to 15 months for larceny of a gold chain, and a Sparta resident pleads guilty to traffic-related charges. The United Minibus Union president calls for increased police presence at bus parks amid rising robberies. Stay tuned for the details of these stories. Please remember to like, share and subscribe to our channel for more news.
Sparta resident pleads guilty to traffic-related charges. Ravindra Dionarine, a driver and clerk from Sparta Middle Dam, Essequibo Coast, appeared before Magistrate Tamika Clark at the Ana Regina Magistrates Court on Wednesday, June 26, 2024. Dionarine faced 2 traffic-related charges. Failure to have an identification mark, front, on his motor vehicle. Failure to have an identification mark, rear, on his motor vehicle. These charges are in violation of Section 13 of the Motor Vehicles and Road Traffic Act, Chapter 51:02. Dionarine pleaded guilty to both charges and was subsequently fined $50,000 for each offense. Failure to pay the fines will result in a 3-month imprisonment for each charge. Man sentenced to 15 months for larceny of gold chain. A 30-year-old man, Patrick Goodluck, was sentenced to 15 months in prison after pleading guilty to larceny of the person when he appeared before Magistrate Faith McGusty at the Georgetown Magistrates Court on Wednesday. Goodluck was charged with stealing a gold chain valued at $200,000 from Savitri Lycram on February 6, 2024. In his defense, Goodluck stated, "I look for work at several places and I ain't getting any work, and I wasn't thinking, so I just did it." The incident occurred while Lycram was waiting for a taxi at Lot 71 Block R, North Sofia, Georgetown, near a village shop. Goodluck approached her, snatched the gold chain from her neck, and fled the scene. The victim reported the incident to the police, who then reviewed and extracted CCTV footage from the area. Goodluck was arrested on June 22, 2024, at Atabali, Mazaruni River, Region 7. It was noted that Goodluck had been charged for a similar offense in August 2023. Considering his admission, Magistrate McGusty sentenced Goodluck to 15 months in jail. He is scheduled to return to court on July 17 for additional proceedings. Police investigate river mishap leading to Brazilian national's disappearance. Cuyuni River, Region 7, police are investigating a river mishap that occurred around 14:30 HRS yesterday in the Cuyuni River, near Acabuça/Fumbler Falls, resulting in the disappearance of Brazilian national José de Ribamar Lisboa Silva. At approximately 1400 hours HRS, Rondel Kahn, a 35-year-old miner from Bartica, prepared his wooden boat, powered by a 200-horsepower Yamaha outboard engine, for a journey into the Cuyuni River. The boat, captained by 50-year-old James Backus, was loaded with 2 engines and provisions. Before departing, fellow miner Hkidek requested Rondel Kahn to transport 3 passengers to Quartzstone Back Dam, including Silva. As the boat attempted to navigate Acabuça/Fumbler Falls, the engine suddenly shut off, causing the vessel to drift and subsequently flip over. The passengers and cargo were thrown overboard, forcing everyone to swim for safety. Despite immediate efforts, José de Ribamar Lisboa Silva went missing and could not be located after the incident. 2 survivors managed to catch another passing boat and continued their journey. Rondel Kahn and James Backus traveled to the Bartica police station to report the mishap. Statements have been taken, and Backus is currently in custody, assisting with the investigation. The missing person is feared dead, and search efforts are ongoing. Authorities are urging anyone with information to come forward. Fire destroys government-owned building in Sofia. Sofia, Greater Georgetown, at approximately 10:24 hours today, the Guyana Fire Service was alerted to a fire at a building located at Block X, Plum Park, Sofia. The two-story wooden and concrete structure, owned by the government of Guyana, was occupied by the Ministry of Human Services and Social Security. The top floor served as living quarters, while the ground floor was used as a storage area. The responding fire units included Water Tender No. 118, Water Tender No. 95, Water Carrier No. 18, and Hydraulic Platform 2. The on-site personnel comprised Divisional Officer Charles, Sub-Officer Jackson, Sub-Officer Scipio, Leading Fireman Dickinson, Leading Fireman Nurse, and 8 additional firefighters. The fire teams arrived at the scene at 10:34 HRS, deploying the first jet of water at 10:35 hours. A total of 10,978 liters of water were used in the operation. Upon arrival, firefighters observed that the northwestern side of the top floor was engulfed in flames and smoke. Despite their efforts, the top floor sustained severe damage, and the ground floor suffered significant water damage. Fortunately, no individuals were rendered homeless, and there were no injuries or casualties reported. The fire is believed to have been caused by faulty electrical wiring installation, which led to arcing and sparking, igniting nearby combustible materials. The method of extinguishing the fire involved 3 jets operating from Water Tender No. 118, with a subsequent water relay from LP No. A07 utilizing an open water source. The Guyana Fire Service commends the responding ranks for their valiant efforts in containing and extinguishing the blaze promptly. Police arrest suspect in murder of West Kanj man. Police have arrested a 26-year-old man who has confessed to the murder of Denindranath Surajnath Mahadio, a 56-year-old resident of Lot 10 Caracas Vrihade Village, West Kanj Burbus. Mahadio went missing on June 17 after leaving his home to visit a female friend. When he did not return, a missing persons report was filed at Central Police Station in New Amsterdam 2 days later. On Saturday, police received an anonymous tip about a body found in a swamp area in Vrihade Village, West Kanj. Upon arrival, officers discovered a decomposed body amidst dense vegetation, indicating it had reached stage 3 of decomposition. Initially, it was believed that Mahadio might have been under the influence of alcohol and, instead of heading east towards his home, mistakenly went west and ended up in the savannah. However, an autopsy conducted by government pathologist Dr. Vivekanand Brijmohan revealed multiple injuries, a fractured cranium, and a cut on a finger of Mahadio's left hand, indicating foul play. A suspect taken into custody has since confessed to the crime. The 26-year-old man told investigators that he encountered Mahadio on his way home, and their conversation escalated into an argument. The suspect admitted to arming himself with a piece of iron and striking Mahadio multiple times. According to Divisional Commander Senior Superintendent Shivprasad Bacchus, the suspect stated that Mahadio initially escaped but was caught and beaten further until he fell unconscious. The suspect's confession has provided crucial details in the investigation. The suspect is expected to be charged with murder in the coming days, marking a significant step forward in seeking justice for Mahadio's family. The case has brought attention to the dangers and tragic consequences of violent confrontations in the community. PNCR member files lawsuit for accountability. A lawsuit seeking to hold one of Guyana's major political parties, the People's National Congress Reform, PNCR, accountable was filed on Thursday by Brian Collison, a member of the PNCR. The lawsuit names Aubrey Norton, the leader of the PNC, and the PNC as respondents. The case highlights irregularities in the selection process of delegates for the upcoming PNC Congress and aims to ensure that the process reflects the will of the party's members and support base. Collison, represented by attorney-at-law Dr. Vivian Williams, is asking the court for several declarations, including that political parties must adopt fair procedures for internal elections. He also seeks an injunction to prevent the PNC from proceeding with the election of a party leader and officers until fairness is guaranteed. Collison, describing himself as a reformer, stated that the action aims to ensure the fullest participation by party members without manipulation. He seeks declarations from the court that political parties are legal entities that can be sued and that the PNC's functions impact the constitutional rights of its members and supporters. The statement from Collison's legal team emphasizes the importance of fair procedures for the selection of candidates on election ballots, as this significantly affects the right to vote as guaranteed by the Constitution of Guyana. Dr. Williams, representing Collison, stated, "I was compelled to provide representation after being approached by a citizen who expressed deep concerns that the major parties are not being good custodians of the fundamental duties the Constitution places in their hands, on behalf of the people." Collison expressed his concerns about irregularities in the management of the current biennial Congress of the PNC and the electoral process that could affect the true will of the PNC electorate. He emphasized his interest in establishing accountability within the party and ensuring that the process is subject to review. Collison noted that all internal efforts to address these concerns have been ignored, leaving him no choice but to seek judicial intervention to uphold principles, rules, and practices guaranteeing his rights and those of all PNC members.
My dear brothers and sisters of the PNCR, I come to you today to announce my decision to suspend my campaign for PNCR leadership. This decision has been incredibly difficult, but it has been made after deep reflection and extensive discussion with my team and close advisors. Throughout my campaign, I have been dedicated to upholding the values of transparency, decency, fairness, and integrity within our beloved party. However, recent developments which I am not at liberty to ignore have raised serious concern regarding the process. As of today, June 27th, one day before the commencement of our Congress, a preliminary list of delegates has not been made available to me as a candidate to allow for claims and objections, and there is a lack of agreement among all candidates contesting on the procedures for the conducting of the elections. These and several other issues necessitate careful consideration and resolution to ensure the continued integrity of our party. And while I believe it is vital to address these concerns, I also recognize the importance of doing so in a manner that preserves our unity and our strength. To my supporters, your unwavering belief in me and our shared vision has been my greatest strength. I am deeply grateful for your support and dedication. Though I am suspending this campaign, our work does not end here. We must continue to fight for and advocate for the values that we believe in and push for the changes our party needs. I encourage all members who are supportive of me and the PNCR to remain united and strong during this challenging period. Our strength is our unity and our shared commitment to a better future for our party and our country. Together we can overcome any obstacle and ensure that our principal goals are met. Thank you for your understanding and your continued support. Let us continue to work together for the betterment of our party. May God bless you, and may God continue to bless the PNCR.
United Minibus Union President calls for increased police presence at bus parks amid rising robberies. Ian Andrews, president of the United Minibus Union (UMU), has called on the Guyana Police Force (GPF) to deploy more officers in civilian clothes to various car and bus parks in response to a surge in robberies targeting children and their cell phones. Andrews highlighted that the recent reports from Region 3, Essequibo Islands West Demerara, indicate a troubling increase in thefts at these parks. There seems to be a hunt for cell phones now, and they are taking away these school children's phones. This is a police problem, Andrews stated. While the UMU receives numerous reports of these incidents, it lacks the authority to take direct action. Andrews emphasized that it is the responsibility of the police force to address and mitigate this issue. He suggested that undercover police officers could help curb the rising crime rates in these areas. Robbery and crime seem to be escalating. This seems to be the day now. Maybe it is because a lot of people do not have jobs. The police are always aware of the fact that these things occur and where they occur. We, the union, have indicated through discussions with the Home Affairs Minister about them having civilian persons placed in these parks, Andrews voiced. The safety of Georgetown's minibus and car parks has deteriorated over the years, becoming increasingly dangerous for passengers, especially at night. Frequent robberies are reported by drivers, conductors, and passengers both at the parks and sometimes even while en route in the minibuses. Reports indicate that the majority of these robberies occur at the Route 32 and Route 44 bus parks. Passengers' cell phones and purses are commonly snatched by petty thieves who loiter around the parks, posing as casual bystanders or touts. In a recent incident, a schoolgirl's phone was snatched by a well-dressed man just as the Route 32 minibus was about to depart. Similarly, a woman seated in the conductor's seat of a Route 44 minibus had her phone stolen by a teenage boy who quickly fled the scene. Despite the increased presence of police personnel at the parks, robbers managed to escape before the police can intervene. Other bus parks in Georgetown have reported similar issues. Over a month ago, 2 teenagers were arrested for the fatal stabbing of 33-year-old John Williams at the Route 44 minibus park. The teens confessed that their intention was to rob Williams, not to kill him. Williams, a machine operator from Martyrsville, East Coast Demerara, was confronted and stabbed by 3 suspects while walking on Commerce Street. In light of these incidents, Andrews is urging passengers to be vigilant and put away their cell phones and other valuables while at these parks. He hopes that with more undercover police officers present, the situation can be brought under control and the safety of passengers ensured.